Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class 8 students. Welcome to your online class. I hope so all of you are fine and enjoying good health. Okay students, open your book page number 76. Exercise question number is 5.5 and 5.6. Open your books. Exercise question number 5.5. Balance the following equations. There are the different chemical equations. You have to balance it by applying the rule for balancing the chemical equations. First part is calcium bicarbonate Ca into ACO3 into 2 will react with the hydrogen chloride HCl and it will form the calcium chloride CaCl2 along with the carbon dioxide CO2 and water H2O. You have to balance it first. We will check the how many number of atoms are present in the reactant and the product, then we will balance it. First of all, you have to understand this equation, then you have to write it on your notebooks. First of all, there is the only one calcium atom is present in the reactant and also the one calcium atom is formed in the product, so it means the calcium is balanced. Next, there is the different atoms are present in the bracket. We have to multiply it with this subscript, that is 2. There is the one hydrogen atom, we have to multiply it with the 2 and then it becomes 2 hydrogen atoms plus 1 this one. Then 3 hydrogen atoms. 3 hydrogen atoms are present in the reactant and in the product there are only 2 hydrogen atoms are present. Next, we have to check the carbon. There are the 2 carbon atoms are present in the reactants and only 1 carbon atom is formed in the product. Next, oxygen. 3 multiplied by 2 then means total 6 oxygen atoms are present in reactant and 2 oxygen atoms are formed in product. Then the Cl. There is the only 1 chlorine atom is present in the reactant and the 2 chlorine atoms are formed in the product. As you know that we start from the less number of the atoms, so we will start from the chlorine first. There is the only 1 chlorine atom is present in the reactant and in the product 2 chlorine atoms are formed, so we have to balance it. So we will add the coefficient 2 here in the along with the ACl. We will write the 2 coefficient, that it will become the 2 chlorine atom in the product and 2 chlorine atom in the reactant, so chlorine become balanced. Now we have to balance the carbon. From lesser number of the atoms we start, then carbon on second number 2 and there are the 2 carbon atom are present in the reactant while in the product only 1 carbon atom is present, so we have to balance this carbon. So we multiply here the 2 with we will multiply the carbon dioxide with the 2, so it will become 2 carbon atom also 2 and in the reactants there is the calcium carbonate is carbon is also 2, so it's mean carbon is balanced. Now we have to balance the hydrogen. In the case of the reactant there are the 3 hydrogen atoms are present before balancing this chemical equation. Now we have to check when we add here the 2, then it means these 3 and plus 2 and it will become the 4. There is the 2 and these are the 2 4 hydrogen atoms are present in reactant and in the product there are only the 2 hydrogen atoms are present, so we will add here the 2, so it will become the 4 hydrogen atoms, right? And definitely like this we will have to balance the oxygen. There are the 6 oxygen atoms are present and now we check there in the product how many oxygen atoms are present. When you add the 2 coefficient here, then the 2 these oxygen atoms and these 4 oxygen atoms, then it means there are the 6 oxygen atoms are present in the product, so it means it is also balanced. Okay student, this is the complete balanced chemical equation. You have to write it on your notebooks. Okay students, similarly in this way we have to balance all the other equations. Then the second part, sodium bromide NaBr react with the chlorine Cl2 and it will form the NaCl sodium chloride and Br2 bromine. And in this reaction only 1 sodium atom is present in the reactant and 1 sodium atom is formed in the product. And next, only 1 bromine atom is present in the reactant but the 2 bromine atom are formed in the product, so it means we have to multiply the NaBr with the coefficient 2, that it will become sodium bromide. And in the reactant 2 chlorine atom are present but in the product only 1 chlorine atom is formed, so we multiply it with the 2 also with the 2 coefficient, so that 2 atom of the sodium chloride are formed. In this way we balanced all these chemical equation. Yes, you can see that there is the in the balanced chemical equation there are the two sodium are present, and the two sodium atoms are present in the product, and bromine 2 atom, and there is also the 2 atoms, and there is the similarly chlorine. And now third part is the ferrous Fe. Fe will react with the oxygen O2, and that will form the ferric oxide Fe2O3. Ferric oxide Fe2O3, and that when there is the only one iron atom, that is ferrous atom, is present, and the two ferrous atoms are formed in the product, and similarly 2 oxygen atoms are present in the reactor, but 3 oxygen atoms are formed in the product. So we first we have to balance these oxygen. First of all we will balance the oxygen, and here the only 2 oxygen atoms are present, and where in the product 3 oxygen atoms are formed. Okay, then you have to multiply it with such a coefficient that it will become balanced. If we add the 2 in this reactant, and we multiply this 2 with this oxygen 2 atoms, then it will become 4 oxygen atom, but there are the 3 oxygen atom, so we can't balance it by multiplying oxygen with the 2 coefficient. But when we multiply it with the 3, then it will become 6 oxygen atom, 3, then it will become 6 oxygen atom, and there are the 3 oxygen atom already present in the product. For balancing it we have to multiply it with the 2. By adding the 2, it will also become 3 multiplied to 6 oxygen atoms. There are the oxygen atoms are balanced in both the reactant and product. Now we have to balance the ferrous. There are the 2 coefficient, and it is multiplied with this subscript, that is the 2 multiplied by 2, 4 ferrous atom, and we have to write the coefficient here 4, so it will be balanced. Next is ammonium hydroxide NH4OH. It will react with the H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, and it will form the ammonium sulfate NH4 into 2SO4, and along with the water. So we have to balance it. Here is the only one hydrogen atom is present, but in the product there are the 2 nitrogen atom is present. This 2 is multiplied by this 1 nitrogen atom, and it will become the 2 nitrogen atoms. 2 nitrogen atoms are present, so we add the coefficient 2 to balance it. When we add a coefficient 2, then there will be the 2 nitrogen atom in the reactant, and there is the 2 nitrogen atom in the product. Similarly we check the other atoms. There are the 4 hydrogen atom, these one, and 1, 5, 6, 7, total 7 hydrogen atoms are present. You have to check all the hydrogen atoms, and these are the 7 in the reactant, where 4 multiplied 2, 8, and 9, 10 nitrogen atoms are hydrogen atoms are present in the product. And if we check here, then it will 4 multiplied by 2, 8, 9, 10, and 11 hydrogen atoms are present here. And here 4 multiplied 2, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12. Similarly the oxygen atoms are here, are 2 multiplied 2, and there is the 4, that means 6 oxygen atoms are present in the reactant, and in the product 4 and 2. These are the also 6 oxygen atoms are present in the product, and the 1 sulfur atom in both the reactants and the product, so it is balanced. Next is zinc. When zinc will react with the ACS hydrogen chloride, it will form the zinc chloride CnCl2, and along with the hydrogen gas. Okay, and we have to balance it also. One zinc atom is present in reactant and product both, so it is balanced. Next we have to check the hydrogen. One hydrogen atom is present in the reactant, where in the product 2 hydrogen atom is present, so we'll multiply it with the 2, that it means 2 hydrogen atoms are present in both, and that is the 2 chlorine atoms are present in the reactant, 2 chlorine atoms are present in the product, so it is balanced.